Hey everyone, my name is Johnny and I'm a drummer living in Toronto, Canada. And today I just wanted to share my thoughts and experiences of being a VeeFriend NFT owner and how things have kind of changed from the first day that I bought this NFT right up until now. And for the record, I'm a bit of a passive investor. Passive in the sense that I'm not as active in the Gary Vee community as some of the other people. I do comment a lot, I do like all the posts, and I consume a lot of Gary Vee content. However, I'm not as active in the Discord channel and on some of the other platforms as other people are. So just know that I'm a bit of a passive investor. I just thought I would share my honest feelings about the whole project and process and what I'm looking forward to in the future with this NFT project. So here we go. The Gary Vee NFT VeeFriend that I purchased was a core reliable rat. Now with each Gary Vee NFT, there's the core, there's rare, there's very rare. I got the core, which is the basic one. And I ended up buying this on May 12th, which was one day after the initial Gary Vee NFT launch of VeeFriends. I purchased it almost at the floor price. The floor price was 0.5 ETH, and I bought it for 0.53 ETH plus gas fees. I actually made a whole video on it. You can check it right here if you'd like, and it just documents the whole process of buying the reliable rat VeeFriend. It was a lot of fun and nerve-wracking, but really cool. So after paying 0.53 for reliable rat and there was gas fees, it came out to the equivalent of about $2,600 US. I remember telling some of my family and friends after I bought it how much I had spent. You know, I said I spent 0.53 ETH and they were like, well, what does that work out to? And I'm like, yeah, about 2,600 US. And I remember they were pretty surprised at how much I'd spent on this NFT, this digital drawing. And obviously when you show a drawing of it, they're like, what is this? They just don't really understand. And that's cool. And even some of my friends in the crypto scene were like, whoa, that's, you know, like a lot of money. And it was kind of tough to justify. And they were like, what do you get with this? And the easy answer is you get admission to VeeCon, which was this conference that Gary Vee is going to be hosting for the next 3 years. And this is my ticket. That was kind of my easy response. But beyond that, I tried to really explain that NFTs are still in a relatively early stage, even though they've been around for a few years now. But that this is more like having a digital asset and a piece of intellectual property that can hopefully grow over the next 30 years like Gary is anticipating. That was a bit of a tougher sell though on my family and friends. But for the most part, they were genuinely supportive and excited to see what comes of it, but they were a little surprised at the price I paid for it. Over the days that followed after my purchase, the VeeFriends NFT project was not sold out. However, I did get some offers for my reliable rat NFT on OpenSea, which is the marketplace where a lot of NFTs are sold. Even though I didn't have it up for sale, people can still make offers for your NFTs. I remember getting an offer for a little less than what I'd paid for it. And as I mentioned, you know, the VeeFriends weren't sold out at this time. So people were trying to throw out lowball offers to other owners to see if they could scoop up some VeeFriends at a discounted cost. But I wasn't going to sell. I remember I had joined the Discord group for VeeFriends that Gary had constantly pushed people to join. I joined before the NFT project had dropped, and it was really cool. The thing was always blowing up and you could really get a sense of community. So the vibe on the Discord channel was a lot of people flexing their recent VeeFriend purchase, a lot of people making predictions on where Gary will take this project aside from just VeeCon. And there was also a lot of negative comments of people, you know, being skeptical of the whole thing and saying, oh, you're wasting your money, and a lot of that going on. So it was a really interesting environment, but there was definitely a lot of anticipation for the VeeFriends to finally sell out. That's what people were really excited about. They couldn't wait for it to sell out. I remember, because I'm from Canada, someone reached out to me on Discord and invited me to a Canadian VeeFriends group. And it really got me thinking about the community aspect of holding a VeeFriend token or an NFT in general. With the VeeFriends specifically, when you become an owner, you realize that now you're a part of this unique group. There are only 10,255 VeeFriends that are in the world. And if you own one of them, you become a member of this unique group. I mean, there could be no more than 10,255 people in this group because that's the amount of NFTs that have been minted and released. So it's really cool to be a part of that family and that group, and especially one that is so positive and willing to help and just following all of the values that Gary Vee stands for and all the VeeFriends attributes stand for. It felt really cool to be a part of that. The next kind of milestone in this whole process was when the final VeeFriend sold out and there were no more VeeFriends available for purchase. And I remember when that happened, there was immediately a bit of a change in the Discord group, and there was definitely a feeling of FOMO for everyone who missed out on buying a VeeFriend when they were available on the site. And even people who missed out on some of the cheaper core VeeFriends. After they sold out, it seemed like the community seemed to grow even more, and a lot of sub-communities continued to grow. I remember a fellow Reliable Rat owner reached out to me on Discord, and we kind of connected and then ended up starting our own Discord channel specifically for Reliable Rat NFT VeeFriend owners, which was great because I further thought there can only ever be 40 people in this group maximum, because only 40 Reliable Rat NFTs exist. So it's such a crazy concept and really made me feel a part of this community and now a sub-community of Reliable Rat owners. It was also after the final VeeFriend NFT sold out that I started getting some legitimate offers on my Reliable Rat on OpenSea. I remember the first kind of good one I got was 1.5, which was about 3 times more than I had paid for it. Keep in mind, Ethereum did drop significantly right after most people bought the Gary Vee VeeFriends after the initial launch. However, I was still getting an offer for 3 times the amount of Ethereum I put into it. Over the next while, Gary Vee also started giving away a lot of VeeFriends on the Discord group and through different channels. I kind of stayed away from a bit of that personally because there was a lot of action happening on the Discord around the giveaways. A lot of people who didn't have the amount of money to buy a VeeFriend were really trying to get some of these free ones directly from Gary Vee, which was really cool. It was almost like Gary Vee was like this Willy Wonka, and he was handing out golden tickets. So it was really exciting, it was really fun, but I was content with just owning one of my own VeeFriends. So after the VeeFriends sold out and after I started getting offers for VeeFriends, I pretty much now check my Reliable Rat NFT on OpenSea daily just to see what kind of offers I have coming in, and the offers continue to increase. I remember the highest offer I had, I think, was around 3 ETH, which is nuts. Remember, I bought this for 0.53 ETH plus gas, and now getting an offer for 3 ETH is pretty nuts. I remember now telling my family and friends and even some of my friends in crypto, they're pretty impressed with how much it's gone up, and it seems like it's given a little more validity to NFTs in general in their mind. Although if it didn't go up, I still would be strong with this and holding it because I really want to go to VeeCon and experience Gary Vee and the whole VeeFriends community in person. Even though I was getting offers, like I said, the highest was around 3 ETH, I really wanted to know what core VeeFriends were actually selling at. So on OpenSea, you can go and search by recently sold, and I was seeing these core base VeeFriend NFTs selling for 3, 4, and even I think I saw one selling for 5 ETH, which was crazy. Even just looking right now, right before making this video, I went on OpenSea and went through recently sold, and there was an authentic anaconda that sold for 3.7 ETH. A tenacious turkey, as you can see, that sold for 4.2 ETH. That's 8,200 USD as of today, which is nuts. And this prudent polar bear sold for just over 4 ETH. So that's like pretty crazy. Keep in mind, some of these people may have bought right at the auction floor for these, right after the initial release, which was like 0.5 ETH, and now you're getting 4 ETH for it. It's crazy. It's a big return. I personally am not planning on selling this anytime soon. I plan on holding it for a very long time, but for the people who have bought and flipped, they've made a really good profit. And I'm sure some people have bought flipped, bought another one, flipped that, and have continued to grow as the market for VeeFriends continues to increase. So it's a very exciting time, and being a passive VeeFriend owner, I'm just kind of watching from the sidelines and really excited for what's to come with all of this. But yeah, now I just kind of view my Reliable Rat NFT as another asset, as another investment. So in the morning, I'll check my stocks and I'll check some other investments, and then I'll check my Reliable Rat on OpenSea to see how it's doing. And it's really fun. It's exciting. It was also just exciting to hear Gary and the team talk about where these NFTs could go. I remember Gary posted a tweet showing kind of the archaic original Bart Simpson drawing, and he was kind of showing a parallel between that and VeeFriends and where VeeFriends can go, and how they're such simplistic doodles right now, but they could be developed into so much more. I remember when Gary shared the post of Perspective Pigeon, which was one of the VeeFriends, and how that artwork paired up with the company staple, and they made some merchandise, some hoodies and various other things, I think, but definitely the hoodies were the big sell, and I think they're all sold out now. So that was kind of the first thing to use VeeFriends in the physical kind of merchandise world, I believe. I hope I'm not wrong, but it was one of the first for sure, and it was really exciting to see that. And Gary would always mention that VeeFriends could be like the next Disney, like the next Smurfs. He always talks about Smurfs, but just developing all of these VeeFriends as intellectual property. Some of them could have their own cartoon show. Some of them could have a whole book series. Some of them could have, merchandise. The possibilities are endless, and you kind of don't know which ones might take off, or they might all take off. They might be collectible cards even in the physical world. I don't know, but it's just exciting. The possibilities really do seem endless, and I'm just really excited. That's the bottom line here. Being an NFT owner of a VeeFriend, it's just an exciting thing, and I think many people would agree with me on that. So that's my amateur passive experience with being a VeeFriends NFT owner. If you own a VeeFriend, or you're looking to get a VeeFriend, or you bought a VeeFriend on the secondhand OpenSea market, please comment below. Let me know your thoughts. If you have any cool predictions on where you think VeeFriends will go, please let me know below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of this, if you are a VeeFriends holder or not. Maybe you'll be one soon. Wishing you all the best, and we'll see you next time. Bye.